new machine that nobody's ever seen before, and that's the Ditch Witch SK3000. And right now what it's doing is it's digging in virgin compacted ground. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because it's just a great demonstration of how much power this thing is going to deliver. But you're going to see a lot. You're going to see this and a whole lot more just like it today. All right, you guys, we are at the Ditch Witch booth, and we're going to be looking at something that's never been seen before. It's brand new this year, am I right, Chris?
Yes, that's right.
All right, so guys, this is Chris. What do you do for Ditch Witch?
So I'm product manager over compact equipment.
Okay, so were you one of the guys that was strategic in building this new Ditch Witch?
Yeah, I work with the engineering team and with the sales team. The sales team kind of gives us the specifications of what needs to be, and then we work with engineers to get it there.
Without wasting more time, let's check out what we're going to be looking at today, because this thing is going to blow your guys' mind. Let's do that right now. All right, Chris, so we're looking at, is it a 52, 54, how many horsepower is this thing? 59 horsepower.
Yeah, it's 59 horsepower Yamaha engine.
Yeah, stand-on, mini, what's the technical classification?
So it's a stand-on full-size skid steer.
Stand-on full-size skid steer.
Yeah, so it has all the capabilities of a sit-down skid steer, but you can stand on the back, which gives you better visibility and ease on and off.
Okay. How about for grading? How is that for grading?
Yeah, I mean, we've had people, when we put grading buckets on it, it goes really well. People can see their lines better, and they're able to move around like they want to.
The reason I'm asking you these very direct questions is there's very few stand-on skid loaders that you can actually grade effectively with.
Sure.
And I've only been on one that I stepped off from and said, now that actually functions the way a regular skid loader does. Now, I know some of you guys are Ditch Witch fans and may know a lot more about this brand than I do. So if you guys have experience with Ditch Witch, will you put it in the comments down below? I would love to get your feedback. What I've seen, Ditch Witch just makes high quality stuff, but let's find out from them.
Sure, yeah, so we consider ours to be construction grade, just like our drills, just like our trenchers, and so we make everything to last, to go through the rigors of a job site. So we know they're going to run them hard, we want them to hold up.
Okay, so let's take a look at this 59 horsepower. Is this the biggest one?
Yes.
Made like
this is the biggest one on the planet.
Biggest one on the planet.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we've done on this that's new is we put the hydraulic controls into the joysticks. And so when you're operating the machine, instead of having to have a hydraulic lever here like you normally do, you can run all your hydraulics here from the stick, so you can do true two-hand operation. So what we have is control screen. There's no key on the machine. So it's keyless passcode. You just enter the correct passcode and you start the machine up. And then this tells you all your diagnostics, tells you how much fuel you've got, what your RPMs are, how your voltage is doing on your battery, tell you which mode you're in on your throttle. And then we put the throttle, our previous models had a throttle in display, we put an independent throttle here on the side.
So this is now your throttle
That's
control.
Okay. The hydraulic pin. So this controls your hydraulic pins whenever you're disconnecting from your attachment. All you have to do is pull your pins out. If it's a non-hydraulic attachment, just slide out. If it's a hydraulic attachment, you still have to disconnect the hoses.
Wait a minute, what? Oh, you got the auto disconnect.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna jump in here a moment because I want to clarify this. It was confusing to me at first. So what Chris is actually talking about is the ability to quickly and easily switch between attachments without ever leaving the back of the machine. You can go from a grapple to forks to a bucket. Now, of course, if you have hydraulic hoses that go with that attachment, you will have to disconnect those, but you'll never have to get off the machine and manually lift the levers. It's one of the few actual perks or key features on a piece of heavy equipment that I actually find really useful. It speeds up a project so much. This will take full-size skid loader attachment.
Absolutely.
So we don't have to worry about specialty buckets or specialty anything. If a guy has existing attachments that he's using on his other fleet, you can come right in with this one and use it. Now, is that universal across ditch witches, other pieces of equipment, or
So
is that
the other
just with
machines
this
we
one?
made before were all for mini attachments. This one is the first one we've made that are for full-size attachments.
Okay, so if you're on a ditch witch SK1550 or 1550, you're not going to be able to do that.
You can order it with a mini, or you can order the mini or full plate. That's the other one. You can order mini or full. Most people do still take that with the mini attachments, but this one's designed to run your full-size attachments.
How is this compared to the SK1550?
So this one's about 3,600 pounds heavier. This one has 17 more horsepower than the 1550, and so it's the big brother to the 1550.
So is that the next step up, or is
Yeah,
there
so-
one in between there?
No, that's the next step up.
So the rated maximum lift capacity on this Ditch Witch SK3000 is 3,102 pounds. That's where the 3,000 number comes from. But let's find out a little bit more from Chris exactly how much this thing can lift.
Well, we've had 3,000 pounds all the way up 10 feet. I mean,
So you can lift that. You can lift that all the way up, full scale.
I'm not sure what the actual application for that is, but you could do it without question.
So you can lift a full pallet of block. When if you're building walls, if you're unloading trucks, you can get in, because a full pallet of block typically weighs about 2,400, 2,700 pounds, depending on what kind of material you're moving.
Yeah.
That's a pretty full pallet.
So actually, out here at the demo area, we have a 3,000 pound block here that we're going to let people use, and so they can see what 3,000 pounds feels like on that machine.
All right. Well, let's do it.
So one of the great things about the SK3000 is the first full-size or a larger skid steer that's a stand-on package. So there's 360 degrees of visibility. But one of the other great functions of this machine and one of the great features is the dual auxiliary switches on there. So you never take your hands off the control to run two functions on your attachment at the same time. Where in the past, most people use a solenoid to change the direction of the flow. So I can demonstrate on this Ryan's equipment, this Ryan's grapple here. We're able
I'd like
to
see what you're
clam it
actually
and then
talking about.
spin at the same time. Okay, so I never have to take my hands off the control. This is the little control. This is the fast forward, reverse. So I'm able to rotate, grapple with this hand, and then open it, close with this hand. So that allows me not to even take my hands off the control.
So next, let's take a look at what I consider to be one of the most important parts. How do you maintain this thing? Have they designed a piece of equipment that allows the average guy to get in at the main components without being an acrobat? So up on the top, we've got all of our filters right there accessible. We've also got a gel battery on the top with a kill switch. Your air filter will be in the back of the machine. Easy location. You can get at it, change it. So they have made the layout of the engine compartment pretty easy for the average guy to get in, service it, get out, and get to work, which is really what this machine is supposed to be doing. For operator comfort, it's got an extra large cushion, 2 cup holders, a USB charger, and a 12-volt outlet right on the back of the machine. And what do we got right here?
And so this is your hydraulic fluid level, and this is your hydraulic fluid temperature.
Got it. Maintenance. Can you walk me through maintenance and access points on this thing so I can check that out?
Sure. So we've carried the same thing forward from our SKs, which is there's no grease zerks on here. The only thing you have to grease is to tension your tracks, which you tension the same way we do on all our SKs.
Okay, so wait a minute. What do you mean there's no grease zerks?
So on some models, some of the competition, you have to go and you have to grease the loader arms, you have to grease the attachment pins, you have to grease the rollers. You don't have to grease any of that with ours.
Ever?
Ever. We use sealed bushings.
I've never seen that on any other piece of heavy equipment. Ever?
No, not ever. They're not designed to be greased.
Why don't other companies use those?
I think cost is probably that goes back to we're building things that are construction grade, that are made to last.
Yeah, but now, construction grade, Chris, I've never seen any loader not have greasable pivot points. It makes me question whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, we've got years and years of doing it on the other SKs, and they've always held up. We put thousands of hours on this unit in testing, and they've held up just fine. Now, you do have to do your servicing on your track rollers whenever you change the grease out at your service intervals, but there's no daily greasing.
Okay, so that's it. This is the only greasable zerks are on the track rollers themselves.
Right.
So you said something thousands and thousands of hours of testing. So what does that mean? I mean, I really want to know.
Sure, we built 3 prototypes, and we put at least 1,000 hours on all 3 prototypes.
Okay, so with your engineers and white lab coats that don't know how to run equipment?
No, we have fields in Perry that we own, that we run them, and we try to do the absolute best we can to simulate real job sites.
Okay. Did you ever give them out to real contractors to let them use on their projects and get feedback from them?
So one of the things we do in our projects is we'll go out at the beginning of a project and we'll have some customers that will let them run the prototypes, usually guys who've already bought ditch witches so they kind of know what they're getting into.
Right.
And then towards the end of the project, we'll go out and get more feedback and let them run them.
Alright you guys, well that's our video for today. If you've ran a ditch witch in the past, please share your experiences in the comments down below. As always, you guys, I'm going to ask you to do a couple favors for me. Hit the bell notification and please subscribe and please share this video. It goes a long way when you do those simple things. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And lastly, you guys, I'm going to put up a couple videos up on the end screen here. Please check them out. They're designed just for you guys. Hopefully this video helps you out. Let me know down below. God bless you guys. Go get them. Whatever you do, I hope you have just an awesome day.